Hi there, this is Dan Budd from FunkyPunk Music. First of all, can I say a big thank you to you for investing in your child's musical education by allowing them to have lessons with FunkyPunk at school. The ukulele is such a fun instrument, and yet it can provide a real foundation for future musical learning. So thanks for letting them get involved with us. We hope they're enjoying it as much as we are, and we hope you're starting to enjoy hearing some great sounds at home as well. Now, as a parent myself, I do appreciate that if we send them home and say, get your mum or your dad or an adult at home to sit with you and listen to you practice and help you, then if you're not a musician or a ukulele player, you're going to find that difficult. So we're creating this video for you to help you understand a bit more about the instrument itself and also the kind of ways we're learning to play it in lessons, in the hope that you'll be able to sit with your child or at least listen to them and understand what they're trying to do and support them in their progression and development on the ukulele. So this is my ukulele. It's got 4 strings and kind of similar to the guitar, which obviously has 6 strings. If we get a guitar here, if I were to play the strings on fret 5, you would hear a similar sound to the ukulele. So, if you've played the guitar at all before, then you have a massive head start when it comes to picking up a ukulele. Many of the shapes we use when we play chords are the same as they would be on the guitar. But if you don't play the guitar, fret not. That's a little guitarist joke for you there. Okay, so we've got 4 strings. Now each of these strings has got a name. That's not massively important, but I'll tell you what they are. At the top, we have a little G, then a C, then E, then A. As I said, that's not the most important thing for you or your child to learn the names of the strings, but to know that they have got names. Usually say this is the string at the top, and this is the string at the bottom as we're looking at the ukulele. Next thing to look at is these metal lines on the fretboard of the instrument, on the neck of the ukulele, and these are called frets. However, from now on when we talk about frets, we'll actually mean the space behind the line. So this is fret 1, just here, fret 2, fret 3, fret 4, and you'll see fret 5 has got a dot in the middle. Then fret 7's got a dot, fret 9, and so on up the neck. We're going to be mainly concerned the first few months of learning with the first 3 or 4 frets anyway. And just as the space behind the line is called a fret, so that's where we want to put our fingers when we put our fingers on the strings, not on the line, but behind the line. On the line, on the fret itself will sound not very clear, but behind the line, squeezing nice and hard, sounds much better. Okay, in terms of our fingers and thumb, much like when you pick up an object and you use your thumb and fingers to oppose each other, to apply pressure, that's what we're looking to do with the ukulele. Thumb goes at the back, behind the neck. Let me turn that around for you. There we go. And pointing upwards. And the fingers are pointy on the front. Not flat, but pointy. So your hand shape is a bit like that, if you can see that. Okay, pointy fingers, not flat fingers. Pointy so that the fingers are only touching the strings they're meant to, not any other strings. That's the same for if we're playing chords. Or individual notes. Brilliant. So, using the fingertips, squeezing down on the strings, the thumb at the back, applying pressure from both sides of the neck, and making sure that if you're strumming a chord, you can use your thumb or your fingernail to strum, if you're playing individual notes, again, thumb or finger, or a combination of the two. Okay, the other thing to say is important to get your ukulele in tune before you start playing. So the best thing you can do really is to buy a clip-on tuner that sits on the end and works by vibration, so that when you play a string, it will tell you if you're in tune or not. And the children are familiar with seeing those used in school. Final thing to tell you is on Thursday evenings in Thornbury, we run a ukulele group called Ukulele Jam. It starts at 6 o'clock, and for the first half hour or hour, we're available for beginners and especially children and young people to come along and learn the ukulele. If you're able to get to Thornbury, as a parent, we'd love you to sit in with your child. We'll give you a ukulele to practice on that night as well. £3 per person for up to an hour. It starts at 6 o'clock and continues through the evening. And a bit later in the evening, it gets a bit more advanced for people that come more regularly. But you are very welcome to come along. Your child should have received a flyer. And if not, then please have a look on our website, funkypunk.org.uk or ukulelejam.co.uk. Be great to see you there sometime. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.